Green guys and gals, Shoshimin, How to Become Ordinary. We're here, we're live, episode 16, or season 2, episode number 6. We're here, we are live. Yo, my chat is wild right now. What is good? Of course, follow me on Twitch. Link in the description box down below where I do all my live reactions. Come through, everybody. For those on YouTube, I did react. I posted, I think, episode 5 today, but I reacted like last Sunday. But anyway, guys, we're going to hop into this one. I am utterly excited. I've heard that this episode is like peak cinema. I've heard this is amazing. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen. As I said, last week's episode led to me really liking Udino more. I like the fact that he felt a little more assertive in the way he was handling things, and more, at the same time, not like unnecessarily assertive, but like more thoughtful, thinking things through, caring about like the people underneath the newspaper club. I thought him sussing out Osanai was very good. But again, my warning to everybody is the fact that, again, I've compared Udino to Icarus, right? Who flies too close to the sun. And I think that the Osanai stuff, because I can't believe for a second that Osanai made a mistake, and that Udino picked up on the mistake is just like, I know what it is. I do not believe that Osanai, as I will keep reiterating, is the one behind the arson. I think that she is somebody who ultimately is masterminding it from the shadows. I don't believe Osanai is someone who would end up fumbling and leaving a clue unless she wanted you to find it. So, as I said, Udino's being set up to fail. I literally feel like Udino is dead. Not like physically dead, but you know what I mean. Because I think this is all part of Osanai's plan. And it goes back to episode 3 or 4. The moment he went, and this is the thing with Osanai, I'm sorry I'm losing my mind. The moment he went to kiss her, I'm telling you it was over, man. When he went to kiss her, and she blocked the kiss, and then the bookmark falls, and we have that view where she's looking down at him, I was just like, this is literally Osanai 1-1. It's like she has clear triggers. Trigger was the fact that you did not listen to her, and you tried to do something that she did not approve of. It was that moment where I was like, Osanai literally committed this man to destruction. Before he was collateral damage, now it was just like, it's over. So that's my hypothesis. I think Udino's done. I've been saying it. I'll continue to reiterate it. But let's continue. James. Let's start the stream. Like the video, subscribe is greatly appreciated. We're going to begin. We're going to start this episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We start the opening. Oh, did my thing lag? Oh, wait. Hold on, guys. Redo. My thing lagged. Hold up. Starting this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I was just like, why don't I hear any music? I was like, lag. I don't know, James. Actually, no, I take it back. James, you might be right. I lean towards where Sarah's coming from. I firmly believe the changing point was the kiss. I think it was the kiss that literally led to like, oh, you're actually done. Because I think before she may have been navigating things to where he was going to go down. But I think she took the kiss personally. And it was just like, nah, you're done. But that's a good point. When he said, I'm special, not ordinary, I do wonder maybe that has some level of a trigger towards Osanai, which obviously we have concepts of her and Jogoro, who are clearly special people who are trying to be ordinary. And we know that Udino is not special. So that was a very curious thought. I do think it was the kiss, though. I think there's been a clear change in Osanai's tactics the moment he tried to kiss her. Shoot, subtitles. Dang. Dang. Can go. What? What? You've never been an ordinary person. Tell him, Kengo. Okay, let me focus. Hold up. Alright, so we call 119, aka 911. Oh shoot, gas? What is that, gasoline? No, by the way, I completely agree, Sarah. He doesn't dislike Jogoro, but it's complete facts. I wouldn't want to be in this nonsense either. They're in actual danger. Jogoro, what was that? There's gasoline in there. It's over. That's super serious. Osanai? Huh? What is that? Jogoro's like, what? What? It's like, what is happening? I don't understand. Her with the hammer. I'm like, I don't understand. Is this love? I don't know what to make of this. That's it? Mm. Thank you. Why? What was the point? I need answers. Udino! Chase after your girlfriend. Girlfriend. Sarah, I do agree. Literally, everyone got dragged into their messy breakup. No, this is creepy. What-ida. Mm. I did not think she'd hurt him with the hammer. That's true. That's true. I was going to say, actually, what's with the uniform? Good point. The train, that's true. The train ride. That's true. So this is Subaru X Rem but reversed. Yo! What is that face? But wait, there's more. Oh, her face. This was super sus, by the way. We said it was like, why would he bring this up? Mm-hmm. And she would have checked the clock that was messed up in the park. The heck? Huh? Hey, all this time I thought the clock was just wrong, but she checked that clock that was running slow. She's getting excited. The receipt. No, she's James. She's definitely getting off on this. Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-huh. Osanai? Yep. This girl's so annoying. Oh, the God hand. Oh my gosh. No, she did not. Osanai's face. Udino's cooking. Udino's cooking. He staked her out the entire time. It feels like he's cooking. And again, I've said this before, guys. I mentioned this again. I think Osanai is playing him. Good question. Sarah. Was she? I feel unsettled with her the hammer in her head. Oh shoot! I got scared. Nah. I'm kind of scared now. James. I keep telling you guys I'm Team Osanai. She's evil, but I'm here for the toxicity. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh! Nah. I'm telling you, Udino, it was planted. She wouldn't make that mistake. She knew you jumped to this conclusion. She's about to break him down. Oh no. That's facts. Perfect. That's why she was in the room. Dang! HD Ton, what is up? What is good? We're watching someone get destroyed. Oh no. I told you she's not the arsonist. Oh my gosh! She's demeaning this boy! Mm. Bro, check your phone. Go, no. The arsonist has been caught. Jogro. 100% this is what Jogro's doing. Kengo? I've been helping you from the shadows. I told you guys from the very beginning that was her. That I knew. Of course not. She orchestrated the whole entire thing. What is happening? And Tenno Mussy didn't narrow down the 1 million potential suspects. I told you she was an arsonist. Udino's being killed right now. Callous self-indulgence is a good quality to have if you want to expose secrets. Mm. Oh my god! He's dead! Oh my gosh! This is a fatality if I've ever seen one. Oh my gosh. Urino flew too close to the sun. And by the way, guys, I don't laugh from the standpoint of I hate. This is not like a I hate Udino situation where I laugh, but it was telegraphed. We kept saying it that Udino's the type of individual where because of his pride, and I think he used it illustrates like a Greek epic, like Oedipus Rex, and like if you ever read stuff like not Beowulf. I don't know if Beowulf counts. But bottom line is the fact that if you ever read like these stories, they used to always say like a tragic hero character. A tragic hero is somebody who, again, because of their ultimate tragic flaw, do many things great, but their tragic flaw ultimately at the end of the day is what caused them to completely collapse. Udino's tragic flaw was his pride. Prideful individual, thought he's not ordinary, this and that, did everything thinking like he's the MC of his story, and he has everything figured out. And in the end, Osanai from the very beginning was exploiting that. By the way, I don't fully believe that she was trying to catch the arsonist. And if that is the case, then Osanai got me on that one. I thought she was just doing this and she wasn't involved. I don't know if she was in fact the one trying to catch the arsonist. I never thought that for a second. I just thought she wasn't involved with the arson, but she knew who was involved in the arson. So I guess we'll get that revealed probably next episode if this was like a plan. Because even Joker was like, why did you do this? Which would suggest that Osanai's not doing the arson, but she's orchestrated the situation. Osanai killed this man. I don't know how you're going to come back from that. He can't. He's done. He flew too close to the sun. And I'm telling you, Osanai literally devoted herself to destroy this man. Yo, Wayne, what is good? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We just finished the episode. I apologize, guys, my throat. But that was just like, as I said before, he got too close to the sun. I just didn't expect her to literally dismantle Udino to his face the way that she did. Yes, he's done. He's. I can't. Can we just run the? Wait, can we run the last part of this back? Can we just run this last part back again? The whole time I was helping you, I was thinking, this boy isn't too bright. I'm like, oh my god. And I stand by, Wayne. It was the kiss. The moment we went for the kiss, she went on the offense and said, I'm no longer just using you. I'm going to destroy you. I can't. Urino got dramatic finish on his face. You get a passing grade on initiative. Oh my gosh. Like, she literally sat here, guys, and she critiqued his efforts. Like, you remember last season when Jogoro and that whole thing happened? How she critiqued the whole thing and was so proud of Jogoro for coming up with all this and realizing and putting it all together. This is like the exact opposite. Udino, she's just like, dang, man, I basically fed you every crumb of the book, but you and your dumb self still couldn't figure it out. In 10 whole months, you didn't narrow down the 1 million potential suspects. She might as well hit him with the hammer. To top it off, you accused me of being the arsonist with total confidence. That took me by surprise. I just can't. I don't know what to make. I don't know, man. If you just look at Udino for the longest time in this frame wasn't moving. He's just dead. He's literally sitting here just dead, like, dang. I'm not saying I've lost faith in you, though. And he's like, huh? After all, I never had much to begin with. Smile. K.O. Wow. This is the greatest episode. It was building up to this point. I just didn't think we'd have an entire episode dedicated to Osanai telling Udino, you are wrong and here is why. And I'm telling you, she did all of this intentionally. We will get the reveal as she talks to Jogoro. She did all this intentionally to take him down. She planted the book receipt. She knew he was going to jump to the wrong conclusions. Dang. And by the way, Jogoro witnessed this murder in silence. Because he's another psychopath. I remember before the season started, people were joking with smoke above Udino's head. Udino didn't know what was coming to him, man. This was as brutal as Aina Koji. Actually, you're right. This is actually as brutal as Aina Koji versus Yuen. That's actually a really accurate comparison. Because remember when Aina Koji... Well, to be fair, we thought Yuen was much more of a threat. But when Yuen goes against Aina Koji, and Aina Koji just completely destroyed this man, where he went from laughing and smiling, yeah, like me, to all of a sudden, literally, like, he became a cripple. He literally broke Yuen. This was as one-sided as a defeat as I've ever seen. She mentally broke Udino and basically told him, long story short, you're not special. You're never anything special. I tried to feed you everything. You still couldn't do anything. And honestly, I never had that much faith in you to begin with. And I bet you again, all of this was literally to get back with Jogoro. I promise you. I promise you in the long game that all of this was to get back with Jogoro. I'm telling you. He's kind of sad, but man, bit much more than he could chew. He did. He really did. And I feel bad. That's what I'm saying. Like, as much as I'm like, I don't want anyone to misconstrue my laughing. I laugh because, like, I just saw it coming. And it was actually, like, crazy roast. And I love Osanai's character because Osanai is just a savage. I laugh for that. Udino I feel bad for because, to be fair, as much as Udino did to himself, Udino also didn't do it to himself. That makes sense. Like, he was thrown into a bad situation and he was manipulated. It's as simple as that. He was manipulated. The kiss stuff I can understand because nobody wants to be forced kissed, but why was she already targeting him from the beginning? I don't think she was targeting him from the beginning. I think that she was making use of Udino as somebody who had the newspaper connection, was someone who she probably observed, was someone who would be usable, and that would be a perfect way of having someone to spread misinformation and things like that regarding the whole fire stuff. I think that's why she initially targeted Udino, I think, unless there's something that gets revealed. And then as time went on, it became I'm using Udino and the misinformation, and I was just like, you know what? Udino's kind of pissing me off now. I think I'm just going to feed him false information and watch him self-destruct. That's why Kengo pulled out almost immediately, as he should. Kengo was just like, nah, I'm out. This is pathetic in the worst way possible, yep. I'm not watching Ordinary Kowloon Searching because we still don't really know what the hell is going on. Gerald, I agree. Even as things are starting to be pieced together, I'm still heavily confused on Kowloon. I think the moment she realized he was over in his head with the kiss stuff, she decided to enact revenge on him. I agree. I totally interpreted your laugh as cruel. It was like you were seeing Hiruzen dying again. And I kid you not, guys, as you say that, whenever I see Hiruzen dying against Orochimaru, I do indeed laugh because Hiruzen is trash. You can call me a bad person. It is what it is. I don't have ill... I know... I'm not even trolling. I know by my face it doesn't seem like I'm telling the truth. But I'm not trolling. I promise you guys. I actually don't dislike Udino. I really do feel bad for him. It's just that Osanai is such a devious character. I can't help myself and watch this just be entertained by how this whole thing went down. Finished Amagami Sisters a couple days ago. Nice. And I've watched the first two episodes of Puella and Magi. Haven't seen it. And the first episode of the latter, you can tell when the acid kicks. Oh, gosh. Jahala's friend did an evil thing. Gerald, I completely agree. I kept telling people this, and I got pushed back on Twitch. Whatever her name was. I forgot her name all of a sudden. What was the girl's name with the white hair? Not Shion. But what she did was indeed evil. I understand why she got to that point. I understand why, but what she did was bad. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, guys, we're done here. I have nothing else to add. Let's get to Kowloon generic romance. But with that, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, everybody. Do you feel bad for Udino? Yeah, it wasn't intentionally evil, but it's still evil. What does it say? Shirahi? Shirahi! There we go. Okay, that was her name. Shirahi. Thank you. No sort of finesse. I commented above that I generally feel the author did not care for Udino because you'd think getting destroyed by Osanai would be it. Now, next episode, you're going to get destroyed by Hiya and then the new... Wait, what? There's more? Oh, no, man. Let me get Crunchyroll started. Take your time. Take your time. As I said, this is what people feel. Ayano Koji destroying people. When he destroys characters that did nothing wrong, people still like it. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I actually think the Ayano Koji is worse because Ayano Koji comes off as such. I think Osanai is painted as an evil, like as a bad character. Ayano Koji for a long time has been painted as someone who's just doing his thing, and then all of a sudden it flipped when he realized like, what's this man plotting? Ayano Koji is a bad. I think Ayano Koji is worse than Osanai. I think Ayano Koji is much worse than Osanai. We're just gonna take L's, then we're just gonna move on like we didn't just crush it. I am feeling bad for Udino, but I'm just... Let's end this here. Like the video, subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts on this episode. And I'm going to end this one here. Peace, everybody. Have a nice day.